Hey, welcome. Please tell me if you guys can hear me clearly. Hello, how is everybody doing today? Please let me know in the comments if you guys can hear me clearly and if the sound quality is okay, because I can adjust it. But I'd like to obviously thank everyone for joining this live. Welcome. So today's topic, we're going to speak about what is the obviously the hottest tokens right now on the market. Um, a lot of good things happening, but we'll go through it one by one, and I'll explain to you what sort of analysis has been done. Obviously, remember to like, share, subscribe, and let's jump in on the next videos. So, guys, let's get right into it. Um, here we go. Here we go. So, first of all, everybody, this is Trade Pro Labs, the number one community driven VC, bringing you all of the news updates. Anything you want to know about it in one simple place, please feel free to join us. You can sign up on here. We always love more community. And let's get right into it. So, today on the markets, guys, I want to go through a couple of different factors. Just an overview, first of all. We've got Bitcoin sitting at $27,298, Ethereum at $1,902. Tether obviously doing a bit of a better job. It's pegged back again, which is okay, I guess, because it's doing what it should do. Binance at 307 and USDC is okay. Ripple 52, 0.52. It's quite good. It's up a bit. It's done amazingly recently. A lot of hype around Ripple because of the CBDCs coming about, etc. And then if you want to look at the other ones, which is Dogecoin, Cardano, as you can see, the price is moving a lot. Ripple for the past 7 days picked up 10%. So it's a good feel about it. Solana, $21.27. And that's about 8.11% up on the week, which is quite good overview. So, guys, let's go into it. The first topic of today is obviously just an overview of all the what's happening on the markets currently. So, Binance share chopped with the end of the zero fee BTC trading. Now, new data reveals that cryptocurrency exchange Binance has experienced a loss in market share since ending the zero fee Bitcoin trading. Now, that can obviously show a little bit of reason on why people used to use Binance is because of its favorable fees. The report by CC Data, released in mid May, reveals that the exchange market share continued to slide for a second consecutive month in April, down to 46.3%. This marks Binance's lowest market share since October 2022. So people use Binance because it's an amazing place to actually let me bring this back. 1 second. So people use Binance because of the amazing exchange rates and fees, low fees to trade with. So it's an amazing opportunity for traders, people who are buying Bitcoin or other assets to use it to trade with. So it's very, very interesting when you think about something like that because these types of first of all, Binance is a centralized exchange, not your keys, not your wallet. The whole FTX thing, I think it's bring got people on the back foot really to understand what they're doing and where they're investing and what platforms they're using. Obviously, because of what's happening in the market. So it's rather important to understand example what's going on and when it's popping off, etc., but also to be able to see that the different cryptocurrencies are traded on different platforms for simple reasons or not. So for some reason, once Binance has said, hey, look, now we're going to charge you to trade, people have strayed away from Binance. So very, very tough topic, I would say. Okay, let's get into the next bit of news. Okay, here we go. So, the next bit of news, fairly important, is very simply that the U.S. debt ceiling, declining trust in banks, sent Ethereum staking to a record high. The record surge in Ethereum staking in May was attributed to the ongoing US debt ceiling saga, confidence in the US dollar back collapses, and the high APR offered on Ethereum staking. So, the significant surge in staked ETH comes within a month of the Sharpella upgrade on April 12th, allowing validators to withdraw their staked ETH after 2 years. Many then believed that heavy unstaking of ETH could be bearish event for the Ethereum network. However, it estimated less than 1% of all staked ETH was sold after Chapella. So this is something that we need to understand, is that these types of cryptocurrencies, especially ETH, well, first of all, you need to understand the sentiments, right? You're putting your money in the bank, you're getting less interest rates. Your interest rates are getting hit, meaning that you putting your money in the bank, you're getting less money out. One way or the other, you're going to get less money out. So you put down X amount, you're getting charged for that, fees. The bank takes that money, it borrows it out. Also, people are afraid that the dollar will depreciate, especially with the recession coming. People are afraid that the dollar is going to tank. So what do people do? They move their finances to things that are a bit more safe and secure, and things that they believe that will earn them interest on their money. So this is rather important, because if per se the investors say that, hey, look, I want to move all my funds to a Ethereum staking option where I can get APR for about 5.4%, example, where I'm not getting nothing normally, you'll see a lot more adoption of cryptocurrency in the world happening. And this is very important, because if this happens, then you're going to have more and more banks closing. You're going to get less liquidity on fiat, and people are going to find it less useful to be able to use fiat, instead of transacting, locking your money in the bank over long periods of time. You'd probably then think to move your money to a Ethereum staking pool, and that's what's exactly happening right now. So, as Cointelegraph reports earlier, President Joe Biden and the U.S. House Majority Leader Representative Kevin McCarthy agreed to raise the $31.4 trillion debt ceiling. However, financial pundits, included BlackRock CEO Lawrence Fink, have warned that the drama around the debt ceiling could deteriorate the global trust in the US dollar. McCall also noted that the current APR is approximately 4.5%, which offers better deposit conditions than most banks around the world, making Ethereum staking a popular choice. So exactly what I was saying. As you can see, the debt in the US is going higher and higher and higher. So they just keep printing more money and borrowing more money, and that's what's currently happening. So very interesting about that. On other news, obviously, we're looking at Arbitrum. So Arbitrum price soars after DeFi will addresses resumes ARB accumulation. The arbitrage price notched a double-digit gain after the popular DeFi whale address resumed buying the governance token, but is the rally sustainable? So let's see. So one of the wallets that's been used have shown a big volume, purchase volume, right? So this is important. On the second, the price of Arbitrum jumped alongside top-ranking cryptocurrencies after the U.S. Senate voted to raise the debt limits. Why is ARB priced up today? The today price rose 9% in intraday of $1.25, beating the crypto market total overall gains of 1.5 in the same period. So Arbitrum outperforms uh, considered with some strange buying activity associated with the popular trading Andrew Kang's crypto address. So they're saying that the whale was this bloke right here. So I hope we'll have to see what everybody else reckons, right? Because they're saying that this wallet has obviously been purchasing a lot more than anything else. Notably, on June 2nd, the Mechanism Capital co-founder deposited 1 million worth of stable tokens into Arbitrum's pool and spent over 20% of it buying RNDT, the native token of the decentralized finance lending platform Radiant Capital. So this is Andrew King's crypto activity snapped on June 2nd. And obviously, the sources come from Look on Chain. So here's the lead source or the information source. Later, King exchanged his newly bought and existing RNDT reserves for $867,000 worth of ARB. Then he deposited the proceeds to Radiant Capital to borrow Circle's USDTC, according to the data resources Look on Chain. So really interesting, really interesting. Obviously, there's the link to it. You guys can see on Twitter. I think Look on Chain is kind of good on giving you a lot of the updates on who's moving what where. Um, so, what do you guys think about this? I think when you talking about crypto, apart from normal business that happens in the world, most people cannot see what's happening to BlackRock. Most people cannot see what's happening to on other chains, etc. I mean, not chains, but no, most people cannot see what other institutions are investing in until it's a bit too late. Example. Now, the difference about cryptocurrency, it's so transparent that everything is done on chain. So the information that these guys are giving out, as long as you have the wallet address, you'd be able to see exactly who's purchasing and who's selling and the movement of capital because everything's on chain. So everything's transparent. There's nothing that can be hidden away because of the details that would be put on chain. Maybe you would not know the identity of the person, but you will certainly see the wallet address that's finances is moving in and out from. So if you have the wallet ID of any wallet, you would be able to see volumes in and volumes out. Now, that's a great way of being transparent. For me, this is why I love crypto, I love blockchain, because if everything's stored on the blockchain and everything's transparent and you can see volumes being moved in or out, you can imagine about the opportunities that lies with it. Because then I, as an investor, maybe I would have seen a large volume or a big whale moving funds from one token to the next token. We can predict future investment opportunities as well, because if something's been moved from X wallet to Y wallet or been purchased, you'd be able to then confirm or co-invest with other investment parties, which in this day and age, you cannot co-invest with BlackRock on specific deals because obviously they're not going to just give out that information. Or if they do, it's pretty late at that stage. Compared to tokens and crypto, you can literally just log on to that wallet or that project and purchase those tokens or get on an exchange. And if you're seeing large volumes being purchased in ARB, for an example, you could then just go and buy ARB because you're co-investing with institution money. If they're putting a large volume of funds into it and you're seeing big amounts of money being moved into it, what you can do, which is very transparent on various different chains and verifiable because everything's on the blockchain, you actually have a lot more visibility and clarification on where money's been moved. I mean, if you in one part, now that's internationally, guys. Throughout the world, you can do that. I can't go to the New York Stock Exchange living in Africa and being able to say, hey, look, can I see the volume bought at this moment right now? It's quite difficult for me to ascertain the volumes. Uh, it's not so easy for, say, obviously you can see trading volumes, but it's not as easy as and confirmed than what it is like you have on the blockchain, which any person can do, doesn't need to be linked to any any exchange, etc., to be able to see that. So rather interesting. Let's go to the next topic. So the topic obviously is unveiling the hottest cryptocurrencies. This is the topic of the day. So the what I would like to talk about is obviously here. Let's look at the gainers and the losses. Right. This is one of the most important ones. Right. So in the last 24 hours, we've got Tron, which is TRX, which is 7% up, 7.44% up. The total volume during 24 hours was that. Now, as I said, it's very transparent. Can everybody see my screen? If you want, I can obviously zoom in a bit. Please write me in the comments if you can see. So that's what you can see. There's a big 7.4. Now, I'm not sure if anybody knows, but if anybody had a 7.44% increase at any point in time, I'd love to know because I'm sure most of you guys don't even get that type of returns on investments, right? Pepe, 4.19% on the day, which is massive. I want to see more of that. So I'm going to open that up and do a bit of technical analysis with you guys. I'm looking for all the gainers, obviously percentages wise, etc. Let's look at the losses. Everybody looks at what is gaining. Let's see what's losing. Obviously, we can see Conflux CFX is down 3.76%. These chilies is another one, which is a loss, top losses. You can see there is a bit, not much. Let's see trending. So the top tokens that are trending, right, is Pepe, right? The one thing I would like you guys to notice is that Pepe is 21.75% down on the day on the 30-day chart. So most people that was hyping about Pepe, it went all the way up, and then now it's going all the way down. You can understand by that point. The second part, if you look at this token here, linear finance, all right, which is LINA, this token is 25% down on the day, but 44% up on the 30-day chart. So there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of movement. I would like to also see this SUI chart because that's of interest, very interesting. And ARB, which we were just chatting about. Let's try to open up some of these charts and get some more analysis on it, right? So let's go to trading view. candlesticks, and here we go. So we're on a daily chart. As you can see, Pepe pumped, and now it's leveling out. Um, Still got a long way to go, I reckon. Let's put it on a 4-hour chart. Yeah, you can see it's still going okay, I would say. Not that bad, but depends where you got in. Depends where did you buy. Sweet. All right, I want to see this because this one, here we go. That's what I want to look at. Now look, on day one, massive movement, right? All the way up to $2, nearly enough. $2. And then now it's sitting at 94 cents. So it's still not that bad if you bought in at a very low market cap. I'm presuming most people bought at 30 cents. What was the listing price? 9 cents. So most people must have bought at like 3 cents to 6 cents, 7 cents. 7 cents, and then you go up to $1. A fairly good amount, to be honest with you. And this is probably a lot of profit taking right here, which is if you say $2, and if you bought something for the pure cents, that's a lot of profits. That's a hell of a lot of profits. I would suppose that if I bought for $1,000 at 7 cents, I would at least had 10, 20x my money, or 25x, and then I would have exited, which is exponentially more than what anybody would have made anyway. Good chart. I think it's good. What's the daily trading volume? It's still reasonable. Market cap. The circulating supply is only 5%. So they actually, on a supply and demand perspective, there's only 5% of the tokens in circulation currently. Maybe there's a lot of holders of the token still because of the vesting schedules. Um, but let's see. There's a lot more to happen, right? A lot more that's happening. So this one, which is the one that we were just speaking about, right? As you can see, yesterday it had a nice little pump on there, which then brought the token up. Look, these tokens are fairly new, and to be honest with you, they still performed well. If it leveled out, you can see here you got a nice little upside. Still, most tokens are doing near enough $1 to $2. This price is not bad. I mean, if we look at the previous one, which is SWI, and we look at their chart looks a little bit different. And Arbitrum, it actually went up, and the high was that. So it's actually not that bad, to be honest with you. The retracement wasn't that bad at all. For me, it looks kind of good. It's sustaining itself compared to SWI. It sustains itself a lot. But you can see this is a $31 million volume on here, and SWI is 26 million volume, 26.2 million volume. Interesting, very interesting. So, gainers and losers. Obviously, we went through this briefly. The next thing we're going to go through is obviously just a brief market overview. And we can see that on the recently added, there's a lot of new tokens being released every single day. See, these ones that I was speaking about is good projects, I presume, but they did amazingly well on day one. Now, how long will they last for? This is the thing. Because there's a lot of sell pressure, and I think that most of the sell pressure would come when there's an unlock of tokens. So depending on the vesting schedules for each investor, and the more people have bought this token, the more the vesting schedule will have to come into play. Very interesting stuff. And last but not least, the famous BTC guys. So always do technical analysis on Bitcoin. Now, when last we spoke, I was looking at Bitcoin, right? And I was saying that, look, this is a weekly chart, right? If Bitcoin keeps going down, which that's what we're looking at, or will Bitcoin retrace? So we're still bullish on Bitcoin, but how much? This is the question. Because if you look at it, this has just broke here today. So it just depends on what happens here. I drew a bit of a trend line just to foresee what happens. A lot of investor confidence after the increase in the debt ceiling, which is an opportunity. So there's a lot more opportunity in that level on that, which gave a lot more investment confidence to crypto, as you could see, and what we spoke about on Ethereum. Um, it could be that on a weekly chart, look, I'm a long term thinker, so it could be that the price of Bitcoin comes a bit lower, but we're still bullish on Bitcoin. Always bullish on Bitcoin, right? Is this the floor? So is this the low? We yet to see that. So let's see. It's still time. Guys, thank you guys yet again for joining us, and that was our market update. Obviously, these are some of the hottest tokens and crypto tokens that are out there. Obviously, anytime you guys need, please like, share, subscribe, follow us, join us on the next video. If you want to get in touch with us, there's a link in the description. Always, you can book a meeting with anyone from our team. And thank you guys for watching this video. Take care.